hello, hello, hello. Hey, happy Tuesday. If you've been here before, welcome back. If this is your first time, Talk Tuesday is our weekly segment where we go over tips to help you enhance your finances. I'm Coach D, and I want to help you to reach and exceed your financial goals while still enjoying life in the process. Hey, 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 thank you guys for already being here. I appreciate you. So, today we're going to discuss budgeting for family events and holidays. Hey, so that's what we're going to talk about. So, first of all, why do we even want to plan for the family events and holidays? Well, because if we don't plan for it, what's going to happen? More than likely, 9 times out of 10, we are going to overspend because we're not planning for it. We don't have an idea for it. We're just going with it. There's a lot of things we could have done differently if we had planned for it, as far as, getting discounts, buying stuff early, catching stuff at a good season. There's just a lot of different things you could do. So that's why we're going to talk about it today, because, planning for it, the benefit is you'll be able to still reach your financial goals, or, whatever you're trying to do financially for yourself, whatever your desires are, while still getting to go to your occasions, or still getting to go to your events, or still getting to enjoy the holidays. So that's why we like to plan for it. I always say planning for anything you can plan for will help you and benefit you financially, or won't be able to go. That is a good comment, and that is accurate. If you don't plan accordingly, then you wouldn't be able to go, possibly, depending on if you have too much stuff going on for that whole year, right? Hey, thank you for tuning in. All right, so let's get into it. We are discussing budgeting for family events and holidays. So I'm going to just go over just the steps you could take to create that budget for yourself to do this. And you could still do this for this year. I mean, we're only, at close to the end of the second month, but there's still a lot of months left in the year where you can still make this happen and still make it, beneficial for yourself throughout the whole year. So let's get into it, and let's go over number one. The number one thing that you would do is to view your calendar. View your calendar for this year, 2025. View that calendar. Look at the calendar and think, what do I have for this year? What are the events that I'm going to have going on? Write them down. I know my mom's birthday's in August. I know I'm going to have to buy a gift in August, right? I know my dad's birthday's in June. I'm going to have to buy a gift. This year, I have a new baby who's going to turn 1 in July. Oh, guess what? I'm going to have to do probably a party, and, thinking about it. Actually take the time to sit down and think about the things that you'll have to do, you know. And I think, what, 2 weeks? How many? What day of the week? This Tuesday, of course. But in a little under 2 weeks, then I have my godson's birthday, right? So I know what gift coming, right? So just thinking about your calendar, looking at your calendar, things that happen every year automatically. You'll know graduations. You'll know, um, what else? Holidays. Holidays, the same holidays are every year. So you can plan for those. Write those on your calendar. You can also, you'll know about proms, graduations, baby showers might be a surprise because, we don't know till the person gets pregnant. But write this stuff down, stuff that you actually spend money on, stuff that like, not things that you're not going to do anything. Like if your family's going to go out for a St. Patty's Day, or we're going to have a function for St. Patty's, I know this is going to happen every year. Write it down. So number one is just getting that calendar, reviewing the whole year, and writing it down, making a list. January I have this, February I have this, March I have this. Take a moment, it's worth it. Number two, after you have written it all down, now that we have our list, next to each thing, write a little budget for it. How much do I think? Okay, so how much do I typically spend on gifts? How much do I spend for the holidays? Like as far as like Christmas, how much would I spend on that? How much do I typically spend? How many gifts do I buy? Write this down. These are things that, happen every year. So you can kind of pick an amount, estimate an amount. Now with, the way the economy is, you just put a little extra on there. So just write it down. So first you make your list, then write down a little budget for it. So, okay, 200 for this, 500 for this, $50 for this, $20 for this. And then at the end, total it all up so you can kind of see what your number is. Where are you at? This is what it's going to cost me for all of my events this year and holidays, just a guesstimate, right? And then after that, categorize all the items, okay? So once you have your event, so let's say it's a vacation. So a vacation, I might say that my vacation is going to cost me $2,000. when I'm making that vacation plan, I need to think about it, my must-haves or my would be nice to have. So let's say I want to go to an all-inclusive. I want to go on one excursion, but it would be nice to go on two excursions. Well, let's just plan for the one and let's see how much the second one costs, and see, put both numbers down so we can kind of see what our budget is. What can I afford? Can I afford that? Or can I afford no no excursion? So you have to see what you can afford. Of course, you know your numbers, because this is outside of your normal budget for your normal, household expenses and daily living. We're specifically talking about holidays and events throughout the year. So, after you have your original budget, which everyone should have, you know, about how much money you have extra every month to even plan to work towards this, right? If not, you'll figure that out too. So first you create your list, then pick the amount you think you would spend on all of them. Then you're going to separate, categorize them. This is this is that. Maybe I'm going to have a big party, but maybe I might not need all the extravagant decorations. They're very lovely, very nice, but not, over the top $6,000. So think about that. Next, spending limits. Just I already talked about that in other step, but spending limits. Okay, so let's say I said I was going to go on vacation and I said $2,000. Well, you know what? Now that I look at my numbers, I have so much, going on this year that maybe I need to go on a vacation for $1,500. That's the thing of looking in advance, planning ahead. I can see, okay, so I can still go on a wonderful vacation, still enjoy myself, and my amount is $1,500. Or maybe get another part-time job or something like that. It depends on how far you are from your budget or what things you have to do for all these things. But that will help you to not just go crazy and just like, okay, so January I'm worrying about the January things, February I'm worrying about the February things, and not thinking ahead to everything else I have going on. We have the holidays every year in December. Most people do not plan ahead for it. So not planning ahead for it will have you in November or December, depending on how last minute you are, out shopping, running around, spending all this money on your credit card because you didn't plan for it early, so you don't have anything extra outside of your income that you have for your household expenses or your living as far as your regular bills. So you don't plan ahead for it, so you have to use your credit card because you don't really have it. Planning ahead at the beginning of the year, and I know I spend $400 on holiday gifts. Okay, so then I put my holiday gift money aside. Or if I don't have it to put aside, and okay, then I know I do 400. And what if I did $20 every check? Hey, thank you for popping in. If I did $20 every check, okay, I know that's going to get me $520, right? At the end of the year. Okay, that's that. Think about things like that in smaller portions. Don't think about, the whole big amount and it's like, wow, I got to come up with $10,000. Break it down. Break it down to smaller amounts so, you can see how it actually is manageable, how you can actually make it happen, how you can actually get to where you're trying to get to. When you start earlier, you can break it down in smaller portions and have better success that way with doing the things you want to do while still, working towards your financial goals and still, living, you know. All right, so dang, I must have been talking fast. I'm on my last one. All right, so the last one is now you have your list, you have your amounts, you have what's going on. Now you know your number you're trying to reach. Maybe it's 5,000, right? That's your number. Okay, so then I know that I need to now open up a sinking fund. So what exactly is a sinking fund? That is a fund that's exactly it's for one thing, specifically one thing. So it could be for 2025's vacation and events. That's all this accounts for. Okay, so you open that account, or if you have a savings account that you're putting money in, pulling it back out, putting it back in, and nothing's happening with it. You're not being serious with it. Then decide this account is going to be for that. And some banks will allow you to, change the names on accounts. So, as far as like, I have an account that's called house money. That's where I put all our house money stuff at, or any bills that are, need to be paid. And, we all, work together as a unit. So our money comes together for all the bills. So all of our house money goes into this account. So there's no confusion. For me, I know anything in there, house. So see if they let you, and if not, you know what the accounts are for. You know what it's for. Don't get a card or rip up the card, or not rip it up, but fold it up, cut it up, whatever you need to do. And do all banks have sinking fund account? Yeah, it's actually a savings account. So sinking fund is just a name that we call it, but it's just a savings account, just a savings account, but it's just to you. This is my sinking fund for um, events and holidays. This is my sinking fund for um, some sort of a party, or this is my sinking fund for that vacation for the big birthday, or whatever it is. It's something specific. This account is only for this thing. So that's why it's called a sinking fund. It's just for that, just for whatever you decide it to be. But yeah, savings account. And I would definitely recommend too to, check different banks to see which one has the best interest rate, because, if you're going to be working towards things, then you can put somewhere where it's actually going to build a little bit of savings. Okay. You're going to start off with a smaller amount, so it's not going to do much in the beginning. But as you're working, whatever interest grows will be helpful for you. So that's the benefit of putting it in there. And then, having your calendar and seeing, this is what I'm doing in February. This is what I'm doing in March. This is what I'm doing in April. So then that will help you to see, okay, so for March, I need to have this much money for my fund. So then you're able to plan, for April, I might need this much. For May, I might need this much. So you can at least see ahead of time what you need to be working towards and how you're planning for it. So again, having that calendar allow you to see, what's coming your way. Or you might have like a little break where nothing's really happening until August, September, October. Then you have all this time to like really build it up, and let it grow. And then when it's time to do what you have to do, you're ready. Your money's already in there. Your money's aside, you know? So that's why I highly recommend it. I highly recommend it to do it. Plan ahead, plan ahead, plan ahead. What else? Just plan ahead. That's it. And if you are still listening at this point, then I believe you do want to enhance your finances. So I will share with you, I'm having a free giveaway. And, as for me, anything I do, I want you to enhance your finances. So I want you to take it serious. It is free, but I'm telling you, it's going to be something that's going to make sure that you really want to learn. Okay. So I will be announcing that to my email list first. So if you're not on my email list, get on the email list because I'm going to announce it on Sunday. And then Monday, I'll post it on like socials. Tuesday here, I'll tell you all about it and put the link in here so you guys can, join too. The giveaway is only going to run for 1 week. 1 week, 1 week, 1 week. And I'm going to give away, hey. And then that's going to be giving away one of my financial journals. So with that comes 30 days of financial prompts to help you think and really, do what you need to do for your finances. So for me, I want to make sure the person that's receiving the journal is someone who's going to use it and not take from someone who, is really serious about enhancing their finances and not give it to someone and just throw it on a shelf. Or, give it to someone who I know they're going to be like, you know what? And then when they get their prompts every day, they're like, oh, wait a minute, I got to do my prompt, because I truly want you to enhance your finances. That's why I do what I do. That's why I go live. That's why I have programs. That's why I have a lot of things going on. Every aspect. I want you to be learning. I want you to be interested. I want it to make sense to you. I want you to get it, not I give it to you and then you're like, dang, she told me, but I can't remember. Or, I want you to get it, understand it, and see why you're doing the things that you do. And that's why not until July, what is this? February, we have a long way to go. We want to open a community back up again. And there we will proceed with the financial challenges to, again, help you to see things. So look forward to that. Not until July, but yeah, I'm ready this time. I'm so serious. All right. All right. I believe you. I need a planner too. All right. All right. Let's see. Oh, look. It sent a message for the planning stuff. So I have automatic stuff that comes up. So when people comment certain words, it sends stuff. So it's sending messages. So forgive me. You love giveaways. Yes. 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 I want you to love giveaways. But again, that's why I'm doing this. The giveaway. I want to help someone. Of course, if you don't win and you want to buy one, you can buy one. But I want to give it for free for someone to just get it and get started. So many times we say we're going to do it, we're going to do it, we're going to do it, and never do it. Get this financial planner, go through, answer these questions, actually think about the responses, and in 30 days, I bet you'll have a different, thing that you're feeling with your finances. We appreciate the information. I thank you, and I'm glad you do appreciate it because that's why I do it, to be helpful and to help you from the heart. All right, so I'm going to get out of here. Next month, we're going to focus on credit. This month, we focused on family, children as a whole. Next month will be credit. So each month, we do a different subject that we talk about. So you can look forward to that next month. And I will see you next week where we'll talk about credit, and I'll give you the things for how to join the giveaway. You both are welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for being here with me and hanging out. Hanging out, all right? So have a great rest of your week. Set your financial goals if you haven't already, because what is it? Almost the end of this month. So we should be thinking for our next month. If you set quarterly goals, if you have the planner, in the planner, it has quarterly goals and monthly goals. So write them out so you can be checking them off. All right. See you guys. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. All right. I'll see you next week.